Naina Naidan is today on her speech, The Path is Engaging Humor, Level 1. And the project involves introduction to vocal variety and body language. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language or both of them to enhance her speech. The title of her speech is The Devilish Angel.
I'm a teacher. Teaching for me is like walking in a park, Jurassic Park. My high school students make me feel that I'm teaching monsters disguised as angels. Parents of teenagers can understand my plight. Entering and exiting the school is like a scene from the movie The Lion King. I, like the little Simba, covered myself from the flying, fiercely running herds of students with their heavy books, bags, and shoes. And when the herd moves from one room to another, I'm the lizard stuck to the wall, protecting myself. To my who's end there, my students tower over me because most of them are taller. At times, I end up talking to their stomachs. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. It was one of those usual days. I walked into class, grade 10. All the students stood up and clapped. My ego waltzed in that welcome. I smiled at them and they smiled back at me. Happy class. I told them, take out your notebooks. Together they replied, no, ma'am, we don't have. Inwardly, I admired their unity. Outwardly, I adopted my teacher's voice and said, it's okay. Take out your rough notebooks. If you don't have, beg, borrow, or tear a page from your maths notebook. I never liked maths. All of a sudden, they stood up. I didn't want to punish them. Their expected punishment. Poor kids. They are so used to punishment. It was then I noticed the presence of Mrs. Francis, the maths teacher. She was scowling. She was scowling at me. I don't know why maths teachers are so grumpy. Before I go ahead, I would like to describe Mrs. Francis. She was a tall and hefty woman with a booming voice that could be heard in the school playground. Intimidating. Hiding my nervousness with a smile and a voice dripping with honey, I asked her, how could I help you, Mrs. Francis? She looked at me as though I was a nutcase and said grumpily, this is my class. You bully, I'm not scared of you. I didn't say anything of that sort. It wasn't my thoughts. I was so glad she could see my thought bubble. I pulled my full to my full height, 4 feet 9 inches, and told her I'm sorry. This is my class. If looks could kill, I'd have been a dead rat that day. And then I remembered my father's words. If you're right, be brave to and voice it. If you're wrong, be humble and accept it. I stood my ground. I looked at her unperturbed, and she looked at me impatiently. And slowly she looked at the wall where the timetable was hanging crooked. But nobody in particular, she said, I'll be in the staff room. And she left. Huffing and puffing, she left. Needled by her attitude, I adjusted my glasses and looked at the timetable, which was hanging tilted. Somebody in bad handwriting has written maths. I looked at the students and encountered impish grins. They knew the devils. I asked them calmly, is it 10C? Together they said, no, ma'am, this is 10P. And then I heard a voice from the last row. It's okay, ma'am, you continue. We love your classes. My heart did a break dance. It was then I heard a voice from the door, and there was a girl. She said, ma'am, you have a class with us. She was from 10C. I asked the class monitor to go and bring Mrs. Francis back and convey her my apologies. Dear friends, I was not hesitant or shy away telling a sorry because I knew I was wrong. To err is human, but not accepting a mistake is the biggest mistake. An apology coming from a heart builds bridges to broken relationships. Let's accept our mistakes. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.